Namaste. Welcome to Cooking with West Coast Ayurveda. Today we're going to make a favorite. It's known as chai. It's been popularized here in the West as well. And it's basically a spiced tea. And it's one of our favorites here. Now let's get started. Okay, we're just going to go over a few of the ingredients that we're going to use today in making the chai. Basically, we're just going to need a cup of milk. About a cup and a half of water, actually. 1 stick of cinnamon, a few cloves, some cardamom pods, and a simple tea bag. Now the tea bag can be basically any breakfast tea, like an orange pekoe is just fine. Of course, in addition to that, for those with a sweet tooth, we're going to add sugar. Okay, what we're going to want to do with the cardamom pods is to just open them up a little bit, so just the butt end of a knife, just like that, just so it opens up, and we can use about 3 or 4 cardamom pods. We're just going to turn on the stove to maximum, and the first things first, we're just going to take some water, and we're going to put in about a cup and a half of water, and just sort of bring that to a boil. So I'm just going to pour in 1, and then another half. There we go. So 1.5 cups of water in there. And then what I'm also going to do is add the spices that we talked about. So we're going to drop in that stick of cinnamon, some of the cloves, and as you can see, I've opened up about 4 or 5 seeds of cardamom. Of course, if you like this a little bit stronger, you can add more spice. If you like it a little bit less, you can adjust the intensity of the spice to your liking. So now that we've got this brought up to a boil, we're going to let it boil for a few minutes, but we're also going to add a tea bag. It's very important because we want that tea to infuse with the flavors and the spices that we've got going on there. Once that's been boiling up for a few seconds, we can add in our cup of milk. We're still going to let that continue to boil for a little while because we want to, of course, have that amazing coloring coming out. As you can see it, the tea bag's bleeding into it nicely. Now, traditionally in Indian chai, they pour in tons and tons of sugar. Me personally, I don't like it too much, so I'm just going to put in 2 teaspoons. So, just give it a quick little stir, and you can see it sort of coming together and developing that nice color that we're looking for, as you can see. And once you've got the chai at this sort of a color here where you like it, where it's got that little bit of brown coming in, it's almost ready. So now that you can see it's bubbling up nicely, the chai is ready at this point. You can see it foaming up, you can see the colors. Basically at this point, we take it off the heat and it's ready to serve once we strain it. Okay, the tea is prepared. We're just going to take a simple strainer and pour it over top, just so that we don't have any of those little chunks of cardamom pods or anything there. That's nicely done. The chai is now ready to drink. I'm going to have myself a little taste right now. Smell this. Wow, you can really smell all of those spices that we've put in there. They've really come up. Now to try it. Wow, you're really going to enjoy this one.